Good morning, Rams, and welcome to yet another edition of the Ram Report Morning Show. I'm your host, Parker Bennink, as always, bringing you the Heightstown Scoop. It's been another week here in Heightstown, New Jersey, so as always, we have a lot of news stories to cover. Starting things off, President Trump was acquitted in his second impeachment trial. Here's Tilak Patel with more on the story.
The U.S. Senate on Saturday acquitted former President Donald Trump on an impeachment charge of inciting an insurrection. The acquittal comes more than a month after a mob of Trump's supporters stormed the U.S. Capitol as lawmakers were counting the electoral result that certified Trump's loss. A majority of senators voted to convict Trump, 57 to 43, including 7 Republicans, but 2/3 or 67 votes were needed to convict. It was the second time Trump was acquitted in an impeachment trial. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi announced Monday that Congress will move to establish an independent commission to investigate the January 6th insurrection at the U.S. Capitol, similar to the one set up in the wake of the terrorist attack on September 11, 2001. I'm Tilak Patel for Ram Report. Back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Tilak. But we all here at the Ram Report know that only time will tell what is left of this situation. As for our underclassmen, course requests and elective requests are right around the corner. So make sure you talk with your teachers to get your recommendations for next year situated and make your elective decisions however you may please on Genesis. And for our seniors, capping annual deposits will be due starting next week, going from the 24th to the 26th from 3 to 6 p.m. Please look on Google Classroom for your respective dates, and when you show up, bring $30 as well as your accurate height and weight measurements to make sure that you get the perfect fit. In ancient legends, it was foretold that a Ram report that does not mention the coronavirus or a coronavirus vaccine is not a true Ram report. Here's Matt Salter with some recent developments regarding the COVID vaccine.
At the one-year anniversary of the start of coronavirus here in the United States, the nation approaches a grim milestone as we will soon see over 500,000 deaths from coronavirus. But this week, we finally have some good news to report. New vaccine sites are opening up throughout New Jersey to speed up the process of getting everyone vaccinated. In addition, President Joe Biden initiated and improved the government's purchase of over 200 million more doses of the COVID vaccine to assure Americans who want the vaccine are able to receive their first and second doses. And in more relevant COVID news that will greatly affect our Rams, Governor Phil Murphy officially announced last Friday that he signed an executive order to allow 2 parents or guardians to attend their students' high school winter sports. This is great news for our winter athletes and families. I'm Matthew Salter with the Ram Report. Back to you.
Thanks, Matt. And hopefully the vaccine rollout can increase in speed and put an end to this virus. Surely everyone knows by now, but these past few weeks have been packed with snow. I'm going to head out there myself and see what all the fuss is about. In ancient China, it was said that a seasonable fall of snow would give promise of a fruitful year. And if this proverb's wisdom is anything to go by, then we're certainly in for a great year ahead of us, because it's been snowing like crazy. After a mostly dry December, we've witnessed a complete 180-degree turn, and the evidence is right outside your window. For the past few weeks, Heightstown, along with much of the East Coast, have been getting bombarded by inches upon inches of snow and freezing rain. Everyone's favorite weather pattern, am I right, guys? Well, the snow hasn't been great on all fronts because it's actually been a struggle to leave the house recently, resulting in a couple of halts to hybrid learning here at Heightstown High School. However, on the flip side, the snow has created some fun opportunities to go outside and enjoy some winter activities. As for the next couple of days, there are no unique weather patterns to note. It's going to be very cloudy and still very chilly. So if you plan on going outside, make sure to dress appropriately, which means bundle up, stay warm, and stay safe. Oh boy, is it frigid out there. I do not recommend going outside, unless you're dressed appropriately, of course. And if you've had hybrid learning recently, you may have noticed something new with one particular room. Here's Alex Fayez with more on the story.
Over the past few years at Heightstown High School, we've seen many of the classrooms, such as the TV studio, the locker rooms, and the science labs, receive much-needed renovations. The last classroom to get a much-needed overhaul was Miss Stobie's Culinary Arts rooms. When we finally return to school, students will be greeted with new refrigerators, new mixers, and top-of-the-line stainless steel equipment. Miss Dobie teaches home economics and more life classes here at Hightstown High School. We spoke to her about how this will help her teach her class and how it will affect the students.
New appliances, user-friendly appliances for the teacher as well as the student. Brand new, updated appliances for the students to work with. Technology-wise, more efficient area for teachers to demonstrate labs and new recipes.
As you can see, with the new renovations in the classroom, students will be able to develop new life skills that will help them along the way. I'm Alex Face with the RAM Report. Back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Alex. It's always great to see new developments with the high school, even in a remote setting. Well, that brings another episode of the RAM Report Morning Show to a close. Thanks for tuning in, and come back next week for more Hightstown news. I'm Parker Bennink with the RAM Report. Stay safe, have a good weekend, and as always, have a ramtastic day.